So, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to our webinar today. It's good to see you here. Those of you who are watching live and those of you who are watching the recording later. It's great to see that we have always such geographical diversity, people from so many different countries and territories joining us. And thank you very much for your interest in the program. So I have a short presentation that I would like to share with you. And once that presentation is over, I'll be very glad to answer any questions that you might have. I apologize for our slightly late start today due to some technical reasons. Anyway, great to have you with us wherever you are joining us from. So, one moment, please. So, welcome to our program, our Global Masters in English Language Teaching Leadership. My name is Peter Mitchell, and I'm the Program Director and founding head of Tomsk State University's Department of Translation and Language Communication. So, to tell you a little bit first about our university, we are one of the oldest universities, not only in Russia, but in the world. We were founded in 1878. We have around 16,000 students, and a great number of those, as you can see, are international students. We're currently ranked at 250th university in the world and number 4 in Russia, though we hope that will change. And we're very glad to see a great number of both international students and international staff working at our university. So let me tell you a little bit about our Global Masters in ELT Leadership. So this is a degree that is designed to be very practical, allowing you to gain skills in language teaching and education management. The program is 100% online, which is a great advantage, not only for students because they can join us from anywhere in the world without having to leave their home countries or their place of work, but also because it enables us to include among our international staff some leading specialists from around the world, such as from the University of Sheffield's ELT Centre, and also many other institutions as well, also from the UK, from Oxford, from the United States, from New York, and so on. And we also have permanent staff on the program who are also international, myself, for example, and a great many guest lecturers as well. So the program lasts for 2 years, and you'll benefit from live sessions every 2 weeks with your professors as you learn. And our lectures are all pre-recorded and available to watch online at a time and place of your choosing. So it's very convenient for those of you who are already working, perhaps already working even in English language teaching. So we have a great combination, I would say the optimal combination of pre-recorded learning, online learning, and of course online live sessions as well. So as I said, it's 100% online. There is no requirement to be geographically located anywhere or to come to Tomsk. You're of course welcome to come to Tomsk, but there's no need to do so, of course, if you are already busy. I've spoken a little about the advantages already, but just to re-emphasize the fact that the program that we offer is recognized internationally, included by the Chartered Institute of Linguists in the UK. We offer comprehensive applied learning with a very practical approach, a very flexible program taking into account your own busy schedules, and of course, as I mentioned, an international teaching staff. So as part of the program, you will learn the latest skills and approaches in teaching and education management, and this will enable you to position yourselves to take advantage of the increasingly global demand for qualified ELT professionals. So we understand that English language teaching has become very much a globalized profession. We have people working all over the world, all kinds of different countries. Whether you're a native speaker or a non-native speaker, there are all kinds of opportunities for you all over the world. And we are very much driven by the belief of the need for a global model, the model of a global professional, a person who is able to work in different environments, in different contexts, at the top of the professional field. So here, as part of the program, you'll have the opportunity to practice your teaching and gain skills in pedagogical design, classroom management, entrepreneurship for those who wish, leadership, and more. So this allows you really to become familiar with the whole range of opportunities in the field rather than concentrating on one small local aspect. With our practical approach, when you graduate, you'll be able to apply a whole range of theoretical and practical approaches to your teaching. You'll be able to deliver courses, of course, and lessons effectively, but even more so, you'll be able to select, evaluate, and adapt resources and materials. You'll be able to take account of lesson aims and learner needs. You'll be able to design your own professional development strategy. And of course, as part of a global network of both staff and students, you can interact with people from around the world, network with people, and of course, when you come to look for a job in the future, this will be of great advantage to you. So it's very important, of course, that you not only spend your time studying as part of the program, but of course that you build those relationships that will enable you to be in a prime position when you enter the job market after you graduate. We offer two tracks. The first is what we call the Advanced Classroom Practitioner track, and this is for teachers who want to further their careers and build expertise in a particular area of ELT. For example, maybe English for academic purposes or English language teaching assessment, that kind of thing. And also we offer the education management track for those who want to develop as academic leaders and ELT administrators. So for those who want to move into management, this degree also offers you that platform to springboard your career. As for the teaching staff, as I mentioned, we have well-qualified staff from all over the world, including graduates of the universities of Durham, Oxford, Sheffield, and so on in the UK, the University of Adelaide in Australia, the State University of New York, and so on. So we have a wide range of teachers, and all our teachers are practitioners at the top of their field as well. So we're not talking just about theory, we're talking about the very important aspects of practice as well. As for the course description, here you can see some basic information about it. You'll graduate with a master's degree in linguistics and English language teaching. TSU's location is in Tomsk in Russia, but of course the program is 100% online, so you can be literally anywhere. The language of instruction is of course English, so there's no need to speak Russian or indeed any other language at all. 120 credits lasting over 2 years with the start date November 2022, and you will graduate in October 2024. Entry requirements are a bachelor's degree, and we do ask for English proficiency of no lower than C1. There's no requirement to take an actual test to demonstrate that level. We can see your level informally, but of course it's important that you do have a good level of English in order to get the most out of the program. And then of course we ask you to write a personal statement saying why you are applying to this program, what you would like to get out of the program, what your future plans are, and so on. The deadline is the 1st of August, so you do have time to apply, but of course places are limited. So I recommend that if you are interested in the program, that you apply sooner rather than later in order to guarantee your place on the program. The online format enables you to learn, as I said, regardless of where you are located. All our learning takes place via the Coursera learning platform and on Zoom. So it's designed for you to study independently for the majority of your degree. So this is very, very useful, of course, for those of you who are working, for those of you who want to be able to learn at your own pace in your own time without having a fixed timetable where at a certain time you have to be somewhere. And you'll be involved in our international community from all over the world, which will enable you, again, as we said, to build up those relations and so on, even at a distance. So it's very important. It was very important for us to ensure that even though people are in geographically separate locations, that they can still network and build those important professional relationships. So here's a brief overview of the program. As you can see in semester 1, you have 3 particular subjects. That's TESOL theory and practice, the capstone to the degree program. We have current issues in education, designed to familiarize yourselves with the field internationally, and language, culture, and professional communication, which provides you with useful, important knowledge that will support your own learning and ability in English language teaching. Moving into the second semester, you continue with TESOL theory and practice, and then we also have learning design and leadership, which enables you to look at things like curriculum design, teaching materials development, assessment and evaluation. And then you choose one of two options: teaching English in different contexts for those of you who want to specialize in a particular field, and management in language education for those of you who want to become academic administrators and leaders and so on. In the third semester, you continue with those three modules, or with two of those three modules, and you also add research methods in education, which is designed to both prepare you for your research activity and your master dissertation, but also to enable you to research and analyze your own professional practice in the classroom in the future as well. And the fourth semester, we dedicate this time to professional practice, your research activity, and writing your dissertation. And your dissertation you will write under the supervision of an expert in that particular field. In terms of career, there are all kinds of opportunities now that exist in English language teaching. We're not just talking about classroom teachers, we're talking about academic managers, team leaders, heads of department, language school directors, senior teachers, director of studies, and of course, specialists in ELT assessment. Of course, it's also possible to go into entrepreneurship, opening your own school, for example, or developing maybe a language learning app. All these kinds of things are very, very profitable and very popular at the moment. We understand there are so many opportunities, and we see that the global English language learning market is expected to reach $27 billion by the end of 2027. So we see great opportunities, of course, for those who are professionally qualified as part of the program. The admission process I've spoken about briefly, but just to reiterate there. So we have an online application form, which is very easy to fill in. And of course, we need a passport scan, a bachelor diploma scan. If you have a certificate of English proficiency, you're welcome to submit that, or we can look at your English level individually. Your personal statement, of course, is important to demonstrate your interest in the program and why you're applying to the program, what you intend to do after you graduate. And we aim to get a final decision from the admissions committee within 48 hours. In most cases, we're able to do that. And of course, then you can guarantee your place on the program. At more popular periods, of course, as closer we get to summer, it might take us a little longer, of course. So do get those applications in early if you're interested. Tuition fees, 525,000 rubles a year. That's around $7,000 US a year, depending on the current exchange rate. Right now, maybe a bit cheaper. The tuition fee can be paid in 8 equal installments during the course of the program. And we do have discounts available, especially these COVID times. So please apply, and we will see how we can help with a discount. We understand, of course, that in the current COVID situation, people, of course, are facing perhaps financial hardship, and our aim is to try to make the program as accessible as possible so that we can have a broad range of talent. Because the success of the program, of course, it lies in the fact that we are able to attract people from all over the world. And of course, when we have that meeting of minds, students internationally from all over the world, staff from all different countries and contexts as well, then we can have a really exciting program. And of course, we'll be glad if you contact us with any questions you might have. The site of the program is here, our email address. And of course, we're available to answer any questions you might have if you want to contact us via Facebook, via WhatsApp, and so on. So we'll be very glad to answer any questions that you might have. But I don't want to take up the time with just a long, boring monologue from me. So of course, if you have any questions, I'd be very glad to answer them. I know that most people traditionally watch the recordings of these webinars. So if you are watching the recording, of course, please feel free to email us, to message us, to WhatsApp us, and we'll be very glad to answer your queries as soon as we can. So thank you very much for joining us today. And if you have any questions, those of us who are physically present, please go ahead. Anyone? No, no questions. Are you sure? You're welcome to ask later, of course, but to those of you who are here, here's a great opportunity for us to speak if you would like. No, in that case, thank you very much for taking the time to join us today, or for taking the time to watch the recording later. It is great to see for our second intake already that the international audience that we had last year seems to be expanding, which is wonderful. Last year, it was great to see people from a wide variety of backgrounds, and this year, the interest seems to be even greater. So that's wonderful to see. So thank you very much, and I do hope you'll consider applying to the program. Goodbye.